What's going on, guys? Uncle Pauly from Piss Poor Picks here. So, just gonna make some picks, some analysis for the UFC Fight versus Aldo event coming up this Saturday, tomorrow night. So I'm gonna start off with the undercard. I wasn't gonna cover this one because I was like, bro, Mickey Gall is gonna get like ran through. He's gonna get the floor wiped with him. Dude's not that good. They brought him in to bring to fight CM Punk, but then looked at his last fight. Granted, he was fighting somebody who just came from 185. Dude has issues with diabetes, respectfully. So I was like, whatever. But Mickey Gall showed much better power. He came in a lot bigger. He always kind of looked small. Like I always kind of thought, why is this dude not going down to 55? But looked great. He looked amazing. He's fighting Alex Morono next. Gall has 3 inches of height on him. I believe he has a 3-inch reach advantage, 75 versus 72. So he has the size. He's a great grappler. The issue, though, is that Morono, I believe, has no submission losses. So Gall has 6 submission wins, 1 win by decision, no KO wins. Morono has not been submitted. Great chin, good power. So it's a hard one to, not that hard. I'm still leaning Morono, but we're at Uncle Pauly's piss poor picks. So Gall would not be a bad underdog. He is a plus 205 underdog. Those are some good odds. If you have a little bit of side money and if you wanted to get crazy, you could definitely do something like parlay Chris Curtis with Zablas Zumagulov. Hopefully I said that right. Those are both huge underdogs. I believe Zumagulov is I don't have his odds here. But if you parlay Zalgas and Chris Curtis, just those two alone, comes out to plus 1,065. That is $10. You're walking away with $106. Not a bad bet. Throw Mickey Gall on there. On top of that, the odds are going to be through the roof. So some decent picks right there. But let me hurry up and get to it because I don't want to make this too long. So between Morono Gall, I got Morono, but would not be shocked if Gall shocks the world. We got Manel Cape versus Zumagulov. Hopefully I'm saying that right. They're actually incredibly similar. They're both 1 win, 2 losses in their last 3 UFC fights. Similar in stature. Cape is about 2 inches taller. He has 2.5 inch and a half reach advantage. So that's it's a good fight. I do think Cape has better power, 10 KO wins versus 7 KO wins, and he also has 5 submissions over 1 submission win. I think Cape does have the advantage, but I don't think he should be that big of a favorite. He's a huge favorite. I'm not sure if that's warranted, but nonetheless. Then we got Brendan Allen versus Chris Curtis. This is what I was talking about in the beginning. Man, Chris Curtis is a plus 270 underdog. This guy has won, out of his last 6 wins, 5 have been knockouts. He only has 1 UFC fight. It's kind of hard to get footage on the guy, but he put his opponent to absolute sleep. Night. Like, it was bad. It was really bad. Like, dude has insane power. Dude has 15 knockouts in his career. And on top of that, he has more experience. He's 27-8 versus Allen's 17-7. So the fact that he's a plus 205 dog is kind of crazy. Yeah, Allen is a better grappler, 11 submission wins to 1 submission win. But Chris Curtis only has 1 submission loss. Yeah, there's levels, but I don't know. I don't see Allen being that big of a favorite. And that much better. The power is similar, the grappling is similar. Allen's longer and rangier, but I don't know. Honestly, not even because of the odds, I just would not be shocked if Chris Curtis wins this one. Allen does have a win over Kevin Holland, but then more recently, he got knocked out, stopped by Sean Strickland. So power affects him. Chris Curtis has power. All right, what else? Jimmy Crute versus Jamahal Hill. Hopefully I said that right. My bad. I got Jimmy Crute. Bro, Hill just destroyed his arm by Paul Craig in June. Like, not even a full 6 months ago. He just had his arm dangling. Like, look at that fight. Look at that fight. His arm was rubber. It was disgusting. And now he's fighting 6 months later. So just that in itself has me like, don't know if this guy's gonna do that well. Bright future. He's a really good striker, but he just destroyed his arm. And then on top of that, I like Jimmy Crute better as far as his grappling accolades. You know, Paul Craig destroyed Hill's arm. Jimmy Crute submitted Paul Craig. I know MMA math doesn't work, but hey, man. And either way, just when you look at Hill, he looks like he can maybe make 185. He doesn't look as, just yoked as Crute. Jimmy Crute looks like he's about to be a heavyweight. So I like Crute better on the ground. Crute overall bigger, better power, 5 KO wins versus 4 KO wins. Similar record, 12-2, 8-1-1. But Crute does have 4 submission wins, so that's notable if you ask me. Let's see what else. So one note I do have is Hill does have a chance because Crute's very susceptible to that jab. He was getting jabbed up by Anthony Smith last fight. All right, now we got Clay Guida versus Santos. Respectfully, it's the old man versus the old man. I believe they're both 41 years old. Now Santos, I have him as a better stand-up striker. He definitely has more power, more speed, better kicker. I have Guida as... I give him the advantage in grappling because I see him as more of a grinder, but that's not to take away at all from Santos. He is very well versed on the ground, and also at first I was leaning like heavily towards Guida, but Santos has fought the Santos at 205. He's fought multiple people in like the 185, 205 division when he was on the Ultimate Fighter Brazil. So that in itself is just like, wow, man, hats off to this guy. He knows what he's doing. Like, he can fight these much bigger fighters. So at first I was like, oh yeah, Guida's just going to run through him, but I don't know about that. So that's going to be a good fight. I got Guida in that one, but we'll see. Oof, this is going to be a barn burner. We got Brad Riddell versus Fiziev. I was listening to Riddell, his coach, speaking, and he was saying that they used to be teammates. And when he spoke about if that's going to be an issue for Riddell to, like, flip the switch and potentially finish his teammate, the way he said that he just does not think that's going to be a problem for Riddell made it sound to me like in the gym, in training, Riddell would get the better. You know what I mean? That's just kind of how it sounded. But hey, maybe that's psychological tricks from Eugene. Who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah, Riddell versus Fiziev. I have Fiziev being a little bit more powerful. This is also like a mirror matchup. 5'7" versus 5'8". Both have a 71-inch reach. Both are 10-1 in MMA. Like, it's damn near mirror. But I feel like Fiziev throws with a little bit more power. Riddell throws with a little bit more technique. And I kind of like Riddell's cardio a little bit better. On the ground, I have them pretty even because they're not going to the ground. These guys are just cracking. Let's see. Then for the main event, oh yeah, so for that one, my bad. I actually have Riddell. I think Riddell's gonna take it. And then for the main event, Font versus Aldo. Oh my God, man, this is wow. It's hard to say. They're very similar. Font might be maybe a little bit faster. They have even technique. Both great grapplers. The only thing is, I wonder if Aldo's power is gonna really make a difference in this, because Rob Font did not do that well with the power of Munoz, but at the same time that was years ago. But if I have to choose between the two, I'm gonna go with the experience of Aldo. I feel like with Habib talking all this crap about him, he's just motivated and ready to like wipe the floor with some people, and I got Aldo taking that one home. So I'm going to go through it real quick again. I got Aldo for that fight, Riddell for the next fight. I got Guida scraping out a decision. I got Crute destroying Hill. Maybe not destroying, but I got Crute there. Brendan Allen, Chris Curtis. If I have to pick, I guess Allen, but close call. I got Cape over Zabalabov, and then I got Morono to beat Gall. Peace.